Oh, he is the Undertaker.
Oh
no! He brought an urn with Jared's name on it.
I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. I'm not talking about.
Y'all must have forgot. Gotta be very careful.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Never Bored with George. I'm your host George, and today we'll be continuing our series Never Bored with MMA, where we cover epic MMA bouts. I give you my prediction, preview, reaction, as well as my post-fight thoughts on some of the most epic fights in MMA. And guys, today we will be covering UFC 276's main event, JISRAEL Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this matchup as well as my prediction as well. And guys, to kind of give you guys the breakdown for this, let's start with JISRAEL Adesanya. It's the style bender. Ooh, the last style bender, JISRAEL Adesanya, really is one of the best strikers you've ever seen in middleweight and might be on his way to be the best striker the world has ever seen, if I'm being honest. I mean, the way he sets up his strikes, from his leg kicks to just his jab, but as well as just checking range and, you know, being a striking genius as well. I mean, you can't get any better than JISRAEL Adesanya when it comes to finding an expert kickboxer, striker, and sort of a tactician in the ring. Because honestly, guys, in terms of a picture-perfect takedown defense, as we've seen to this day, he's undefeated at middleweight. And honestly, guys, this is going to be one of the hardest matchups for Jared Cannonier to face. JISRAEL's striking is on point, and his wrestling takedown defense has gone up significantly since his time started at the UFC. I mean, after his only loss at light heavyweight to Jan Blachowicz, we saw that maybe some of these bigger guys can, you know, meddle and, you know, take down JISRAEL Adesanya if they need to do that. And so we thought that, you know, those fights after his fight with Jan, that he could be taken down much easier, but nope. Everyone that tried, Marvin Vettori, Robert Whittaker, they all tried, but when it came to the ground and pound of the scramble, JISRAEL Adesanya kept that defense sharp, and is showing that he's going to keep being and doing the adjustments what it takes to be the greatest middleweight we've ever seen to this day. That being said, Jared Cannonier isn't here just to take an ass whooping lightly, guys. Ooh, let's get into Jared Cannonier, guys. Jared Cannonier is you can tell he's one of those silent but violent types, guys. Like, he's one of the dudes that keeps it quiet. He doesn't like the publicity, he doesn't like the attention, but he loves the fight, guys. This is gonna be insane, because that silent demeanor that Jared Cannonier has really was, you know, not what we saw when he made this call up for the, you know, for his chance to fight JISRAEL Adesanya after his epic bout, and claimed a stake, told Dana White, "This title shot's mine, Dana. It's me, only me," and got him to agree to it right after as well. Jared Cannonier is one of the few people that went out of his way to call JISRAEL Adesanya out, meaning this man has no fear. If you saw during this fight week, he may not be the best in interviews or whatever, but at the same time, guys, he doesn't care about those things. His whole thing is about focusing on the fight, and that's what I love about Jared Cannonier, because when he's there to stay and to beat ass and take names. If you know a little bit about Jared Cannonier, you know that he started at UFC heavyweight, and as he went down weight classes to light heavyweight and now middleweight, and finding success at light heavyweight and middleweight because of the weight cuts he's been doing, he kept that power that he had at light heavyweight and heavyweight with him and brought it down the middle lane. He's become an epic finisher, to say the least. I mean, we saw what he did to Blonde Brunson. What an epic fight that was, just on recent memory. But Jared Cannonier is the kind of guy that doesn't really need to pick a certain style to beat. He's going to find whatever weakness he can and exploit that, because he's really what a true definition of mixed martial artist. If JISRAEL Adesanya is a technical striker, a striking tactician with, you know, the great wrestling defense and some grappling, not to say he isn't a grappler, but you know, Jared Cannonier really is a 360 game kind of person, because he'll wrestle you, his clinch works there, he'll throw a freaking back fist out of nowhere from the clinch as well, but he can also has the power to knock you out, and he's patient in the ring as well. With Jared Cannonier's patience and laser focus, I think he may have what it takes to, you know, potentially get the job done. Honestly, a lot of these challengers don't seem like much against JISRAEL Adesanya, but it's very refreshing to see someone like Jared Cannonier come in there and is like, look, I'm not here to play games, I'm here to beat ass. So Jared Cannonier's grappling skills combined with the strength as well as his power make him really someone that, you know, is really going to be a challenge for JISRAEL with someone who just strikes him. And guys, if we're talking about the paths to victory for each of these fighters, let's talk about JISRAEL Adesanya. We know it's probably going to be on the feet and, you know, with striking with Jared Cannonier. Honestly, that seems to be Izzy's path, really. Even though it's his most effective path, it seems to be his only realistic path that I can see for him to be Jared Cannonier. It's really going to be on the feet in the striking exchanges. because JISRAEL Adesanya probably is not. I mean, he may try to take him down, but he's not going to try to submit him on the ground. You can't really try to wrestle with someone as big and heavy as Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier straight up is just going to bulldoze through all that regardless. And so if we talk about Jared Cannonier's path to victory, this is where I think is much more interesting because he has the power for the counter strike. If he can just get through the initial barrages and leg kicks and check those leg kicks from JISRAEL Adesanya early on, he has and take those lessons that he learned from his Robert Whittaker loss, right? Because it was a decision loss, but those leg kicks really pay dividends. If he just checks those leg kicks and just powers through and he brawls with the striker and the boxer, and as well as the kickboxing as Adesanya is going to bring, I think that Jared Cannonier has more paths to victory in that sense. I mean, if you look at just the background behind this fight as well, you have the UFC prepping up Alex Pereira after potentially, if he beats Sean Strickland, that's another shark. It's someone that's already beaten Izzy ready for the end of it. In terms of the ingredients for there to be an upset, I think Jared Cannonier has that on his side to do that, which is why I think that in terms of an official prediction, Jared Cannonier has more paths to victory. I mean, if he gets Israel on the ground and he can ground and pound him off. Israel Adesanya is great in the ground takedown defense and even in the clinch work as well, but Jared Cannonier is just so heavy, and if he imposes his will on Israel Adesanya, honestly, as much as I love Stylebender, he's an MMA anime guy, what do you mean, guys? Dragon Ball Z shirt out here, this channel's MMA anime. As much as I want to ride for my boy Izzy just because he likes the things I like, honestly, if I'm being a bet, it sucks because most people just want to see, Israel Adesanya, the popular guy, win. But if I'm being technical, if I'm really thinking about it, there's a lot of ingredients to say that Jared Cannonier can get this done. I mean, you have the UFC setting up Alex Pereira on the back burner regardless of what happens to fight for the title probably next if he beats Sean Strickland, and that's someone that's already beaten Israel Adesanya. That's someone to think about back of his mind. Sean Strickland talking shit at the press conference. I mean, not to say Israel Adesanya can't handle it, but I'm just saying, guys, there's a lot going into this fight that, it just seems that there's more for, if there's ever a time for Israel Adesanya to lose, it would be now because he has the most to lose in that sense, right? So, and Jared Cannonier has just been hey, y'all can underestimate me, fine. I mean, this feels like a Juliana, Amanda Nunes upset. But that being said, I'm not gonna. Israel Adesanya is one of the best fighters we've ever seen in our lifetime. So, not to disrespect Israel Adesanya, but it's a pick'em fight, if we're being honest, in my opinion. But I think Jared Cannonier has more paths to win if he can withstand, the striking from Israel Adesanya. I think he checks the leg kicks, puts in some grappling threat net to get Israel Adesanya tired. I'm predicting a third or fourth round TKO by Jared Cannonier. I know it's crazy, guys. I'm ready to be wrong because I love Israel Adesanya, but here we are. The fight's about to be upon us, guys. For the main event, Israel Adesanya, I definitely going to bring the heat regardless. And if Jared Cannonier is ready to play and ready to do what he does best, be silent but violent, and kill a gorilla, it's going to be insane to see how he potentially brings, he could potentially be the one that puts the first loss at middleweight for Israel Adesanya. So that threat is there, ever present, and that's why I think it's going to be an exciting fight, guys. But that being said, enough is enough. Without further ado, guys, here's my reaction with a special guest. My boy Jimmy's coming on here to help us with this reaction for today. So guys, give a warm welcome to him when he brings it in for the reaction. But guys, without further ado, here's our reaction, me and Jimmy's reaction to UFC 276's main event, Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier. Oh, he is the Undertaker. Oh no! He brought an urn with Jared's name on it.
That's so funny.
What's so fucked, bro? Jared's
That's hilarious.
It is. That's so fucked, though. Damn, bro.
Cannonier said this week, I'm not necessarily looking to freestyle wrestle. This is a fight.
Damn, bro. Yo, look, you see how big he looks in comparison
big,
now?
dude.
Oh my god, dude. But that's the thing, is he's beaten huger opponents before, like Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
Huge, right? But Jared probably didn't drink the night before, though. Look! He moves good, too.
We've seen him outskill people. We have seen him go through the slow fight. We have seen
That's the thing, though. It's a pressure cooker. See, Jared's bringing such a presence, and he's talking shit in there, bro. Oh!
Knees clashing.
I mean, he checked that shit, bro.
Needed for mixed martial arts. And he started to skyrocket up the rankings, and you wondered,
God damn.
What would the striker do? He was able to handle them all. And today he's just
Dude, Jared's game, bro. I told you, silent but violent. Look at him. In terms of volume, Izzy's probably winning, but honestly, I think Jared. This is a good confidence boost for Jared because think about it. The hardest part about getting to this fight with a guy against Izzy's getting into that ring. Look at that shit with the whole fucking tombstone thing. Does he look like he's about to be in an urn right now?
It's too early to tell, man. I don't
But
know.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Jared's here. Look at him. Look at that movement. He's keeping him guessing.
He's looking more confident now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Cannonier
bro.
looks more confident.
Yeah. And Jared's all about the energies, bro. He's all about the energy, and his energy's changing, bro. Look at that.
Right? They had a whole bunch of issues with training.
He give Izzy stance switching.
We saw Cannonier finish Anderson Silva with kicks like that.
Ooh, there's the style bending.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I think Izzy's now starting to upload now. He's getting a little bit more aggressive. I saw
Uploading
that.
punch.
Uploading.
something.
Dude, Jared, when he threw that last kick, though, that he threw that with a lot of intent. I think he's trying to shut down that legs. He's shutting down the legs, bro. That's the plan, which is good, bro, because striking, that also opened up for grappling exchanges as well,
Israel's
too.
putting on the pressure now.
Right now, he has Jared on the back foot. Looks like the eye poke. That, dude, those things don't even look like they affect Jared. It's like Izzy's hitting a tree trunk when he hits him, bro.
That body shot.
He is.
Jesus, bro. No. Oh, Alex Pay is back, too. Oh, my God.
Talking about a quick
Are they booing?
I mean, dude, here's the thing, right?
You want some action? A little bit more.
Yeah, honestly, I'm okay with what's going on. I love it, actually. Dude, look at that.
Oh.
Dude, he made Izzy pay for that overreach, bro. He's telling him, hey, man, you want to throw those super amazing shots, go for it. But if you don't reset, I'm going to fuck you up, bro.
There are many guys in that top 10 that would not have taken that risk against an unranked.
Damn. Oh, that was good by Izzy. Oh, I hear it, dude. The upload. Oh, front kick. Oh, yeah, now he's just playing his game.
He's trying to
now.
do a down sweep, right? Is that what they call
An
it?
axe kick. Or he an axe kick kind of starts up and goes down, but it looks like he popped it up and retracted it. Like a front kick, aimed at the head. Oh! Good. Jared got to bring the pressure in too, you know? Yeah. Because the thing is, right, if you let Izzy just strike with you, if you let him strike, then, like, he's just going to pop you eventually. Oh. Oh. Wait. Here comes the ground. Oh! Okay.
Oh, man, those jabs.
Yeah. He kind of resets him, bro. Izzy's getting the momentum right now. Shit. And that's a good confidence boost for Izzy, too. Just because Jared's so super strong. And if he was able to take him down and then was able to freaking pop him right after that, that's going to be a good mental boost for Izzy. Yeah, this might be the round where Izzy starts to, you know, we're about to see some style bending right now.
Switching up his stance repeatedly. Didn't wrestle at all in rounds 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Switching things up a little bit here in round 3.
Okay.
Nice straight to the body there by the challenger Cannonier. Both fighters landing at
Oh, look, see? Oh! Damn. Dude, he's using the wrestling just to try to freaking get some dirty boxing, and I love it.
He's going to try and flip him?
I don't know, bro. Let's see.
Get a takedown?
He's probably trying to drag him down with that single leg or
Oh,
just.
man. That...
Oh! Dude! Oh!
Oh,
Good slip.
wow.
Good slip. Izzy got it,
he's
but
so good.
Yeah, dude.
Something's happening.
No, Jared's got
Something's
something.
happening.
not forced to spend too much time in that position. Now he goes
Yeah.
high. Nearly landed the question mark kick. Cannonier
Yeah.
misses the guard.
Good shit from Izzy, dude. That was good.
But he's controlling his breathing now.
Oh!
After a lot of
Wow.
expenditure to try to get
Spinning
this
back
Flashy.
fist. Spinning back fist,
2
bro.
minutes now, round 3.
Damn. Actually, when Jared that happens, he should, you know, throw some elbows in there too. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, he's trying more. Izzy's being
He
strong.
he
but-
needs to get in
Dude,
there.
but
Yep,
look at that
yep.
though. He's connecting. Oh my god.
Mixing up the attack. Nice
Oh, dude. He threw that kick so close next to the fence and he still popped that shit. Jared's is on tonight, bro. This is good.
I feel like Jared Cannonier has he could do like a Superman punch.
Yeah, he could. I mean, he's trying, dude, but Izzy's just not staying there for that to happen.
Like, risk it
Yeah.
and get a really good hit in.
Yeah, but would
think
you
he
risk?
needs- I
But
think he
this,
needs
but
to
this
do
is
that
this.
now.
Why would you want? I mean, I would say save that for round 5. because this is the 4th round. He's still got time to, pressure cook stuff. But Izzy's looking really good too. Oh.
A knee to the chest.
No, he threw a leg kick.
It looked like it was really close.
0 takedowns on paper.
Wow.
Oh, 0 takedowns?
No, none of them were successful.
Went for it again. One more time, he gets double underhooks.
Yep.
But not really able to advance.
But this round is going to be for Izzy at this rate.
He never dropped down.
Only halfway.
And being at that seminar I went to the other day, I never understand
Damn, dude.
that.
See, as soon as the clip, Izzy's the one that's trying to get out of there as soon as Jared starts throwing his heavy hands up there. Ooh.
Cannonier unofficially.
Wow. Dude, that came out of nowhere. Dude, he's like on cloud 9 right now. He's damn. But Izzy has his moments right now, bro. But I don't know, man. Damn, actually, in terms of landing, probably Izzy's on landing, but oh,
He's so good at dodging.
yeah.
But Jared, he needs more of that, more of like a frantic pace.
Yeah, a little more aggressive.
Or a punch.
Well, right here he's getting to
Damn.
the wrist. He's holding the body.
Oh.
That's what he needs.
You see the numbers there, bottom of your.
He can hit much. He does a good job of setting traps. Knowing exactly where he is.
Ooh.
Beautiful high kick there.
Yeah, now he's starting to do the piece work.
Changing up his level.
The volume, if we're going by volume. Oh, wow. Oh, that was slick.
Tricked him with that.
Yeah, that was slick. That's the thing, though. If he's trying to wait for the right moment, Izzy's not going to give it to him, Like, he's got to create that shit. Bring the pressure.
He just looks tired.
I don't think it's just...
Oh!
No. Okay, clinch.
Yeah, he did.
And here he goes again with his clinch. Now, if he can utilize it like he did before.
Oh, he's trying to pressure it. Dude, dirty elbows, please.
Hold him in here.
Get the single.
Oh!
His takedown defense.
Well, so the guillotine attempt. Jared, bro, like...
All right, someone knock him out. Someone knock someone out.
Oh! Oh, it was explosive.
Someone.
Last minute.
Anybody.
Oh! 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 Jared! No! Split off! No! What are you doing? I don't know, man. This probably is going to be Izzy's thing. He made it look easy again, bro. In that sense, bro. I mean, Jared had some moments, but... We are back from reacting UFC 276 main event as well as the rest of the card. UFC 276 main event, though. Jared Cannonier versus Israel Adesanya. Where my bet was wrong. Israel Adesanya did take the dub. But to be fair, I still thought, and Izzy admitted that, they brought a good game plan against Israel Adesanya. So, I mean, question, Jimmy, how was your experience with this card overall? What are your thoughts about this great
Oh, the
UFC
card was,
Jared?
I think it was overall pretty good. The final fight, I had a feeling that Ish was going to win. I mean, he's really, really good. He's not understating it, but I just think Jared Cannonier, I feel like he could have brought the heat more, right in the final seconds. He decided to go for the clinch again. Could have, I don't know, put way more pressure, but, Israel knows how to back it off. So,
Right.
He deserved to win, I guess. I don't feel bad for Jared Cannonier losing. I mean, he's only 2 people knocked out.
I mean, that's the thing, right? The reason why, I feel bad because, someone like Jared who doesn't talk shit about other opponents, who lets his performance speak for himself. While you have someone earlier in the card, like Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira. If you saw the press conferences leading up, Sean Strickland is a great fighter, but he talks a lot of shit, and that lets him get up in the cards and stuff. Versus someone like Jared took a longer paved road to get there. And it sucks because, and this is more of an entertainment business in a lot of ways. A lot of entertainment is going to take first in a lot of ways. Jared Cannonier versus Israel Adesanya was fantastic, I think. In terms of a technical fight that Izzy put up, I know you mentioned that you thought it was boring towards later rounds, but to be honest, I just think that Izzy's game was just, at that point, Jared was just trying to do something versus, Izzy was starting to put in his game plan more and more.
Yeah, I would say, the first... You don't know what's going to happen the first couple of rounds, right? But as you can see, Israel's keeping up the defense, the dodges, landing his shots. The accuracy was just undeniable. So Jared Cannonier needed to bring way more pressure in the final 2 rounds. He honestly has the knockout power, but I didn't really see him going for it I don't know. Was it just me? Like, was there never like a full extension, like
No, he was
full commitment punch?
No, the thing is, it's like if you go back out at range, the thing is like, because once he's through the punch, Izzy was trying to back up, and then boom, you have Izzy going in at like the range where he knocked out Robert Whittaker.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So I can understand why Jared wanted to. You saw him keep high guard earlier on in the fight too. I think he was dodging punches really well, but like towards the end though, like once Izzy starts his game plan. But to be fair, Izzy said that Jared had's game plan against him was very good. I thought that there were moments where Jared Cannonier showed, great toughness, and also had moments where, like, if he just kept following, if he'd followed through a little bit more, maybe he would have probably ate in a couple of Izzy shots, but I just felt that he was eating them regardless, and he didn't phase him that much anyway.
Right.
I mean, I feel like those paid only towards later on in the rounds, but I feel like he was aiming for the body shots, which I thought were just designed to, gas out Izzy earlier on, because again, the leg kicks and those body shots particularly are gonna take out the gas tank of a fighter. And you saw him do the clinch, and I didn't see him do many good wrestling attempts, but I thought if he had that much, I mean, Izzy maybe so good at wrestling defense that it doesn't matter, but I thought Jared could have probably muscled down a bit more, maybe earlier rounds to tire Izzy, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think like I wish Jared would have lived more up to his nickname. I didn't really see too much of that, so.
I mean, the thing is, the Killer Gorilla is just the nickname overall, right? But you see that, like, but if you think about it, though, like, you can't take crazy risks in a fight like this against someone as dangerous as Adesanya, right? Like, you saw him try it in those earlier ons, but you just saw Izzy just wasn't there. Again, it was one of those cases when you're leaving the clinch work, like Daniel Cormier was saying, like, getting in the clinch, leaving, and then you saw him pay dividends, though, with some of those elbows and those punches when he had them close to separate from the clinch. That's where I was like, okay, then maybe we could have some kind of form where he was tiring him on the clinch and stuff. When he tried to do that, but overall, I think he could have done a better job of doing. He had the plan there. I think he just had to execute it a bit better, and maybe we would have seen a different result tonight. Maybe, but I don't know. But Jimmy, do you have anything else to say?
Well, it was fun being a guest on the channel. First time commenting.
Great having you, bro. Great having you. Thanks for coming in today. Guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, Jimmy, for joining us today, being a guest reaction and guest host for today. Guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Never Bored with MMA. Thank you for watching our reaction as well as our coverage of UFC 276's main event, Jared Cannonier versus Adesanya, as well as some of the other fights on here as well. I'm your host, Trojan, my co-host guest here,
Jimmy.
Y'all have a good one. Peace.